Cigarettes After Sex just announced another album that's coming out July 12th.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
I'm really glad you went the direction of talking about a band because I really thought you were about to ask me about something else.
What?
And one, don't smoke, and two, you don't need to be asking me about cigarettes after sex. I mean, like, if you did want to ask me about it, you could, but I hope you're not having sex yet.
I'm not. You know I like that band.
I know. But you gave me no indication that you were going to start talking about it. You were just like, cigarettes after sex?
Sorry. Hi everybody, welcome back to the I Want to Be Like You podcast, the mother-daughter podcast that will make you laugh, make you cry, and probably make you a little bit uncomfortable. We are your hosts, Christina and Piper. The title of this week's episode is We Think You'll Love These.
This week, me and Piper are going to be talking about TV shows, movies that we like to watch together, some movies that are so bad they're good, or guilty pleasure movies. These will range from really serious TV shows that I think are important to watch with your teens to just silly ones, and then just frankly, really good ones that I think parents should watch because they could stand to learn a thing or two from these TV shows, frankly. I have a lot of movies. I ended up listing more than 5 movies. I'm going to say my favorite TV shows first.
Okay.
While you're searching for your notes. I like those little hearts that you drew on your leg.
Thank you.
That's cute. I would get that tattooed on me.
It's very cute. Okay. Just say yours. I'm still struggling to find
Okay, so my top 5 favorite TV shows to watch with you, and these are in no particular order. It's just my top 5 favorite to watch with you.
Okay.
Obviously, Gilmore Girls.
Yes.
Goes without saying. The Office, Heartstopper, Schitt's Creek, and Stranger Things.
Okay, I can't find my note, but I do know for a fact that I have Heartstopper, Stranger Things, and Gilmore Girls on there.
Okay.
And then I have Never Have I Ever.
Okay, love that one too. Definitely would have put that on there.
And then Umbrella Academy, even though we haven't finished that yet.
I do love I do love watching Umbrella Academy with you. Favorite movies. You lost your list.
Yes, but I memorized it.
Okay, so favorite movies. I definitely listed 6 just because I had to put... There were 2 on there that were like competing. You know, like I kept erasing one to put the other because I know we said like... to list 5, and I was like, no, I have to have this one on there, and then I was like, no, but I have to have this one on there, and then I was like, okay, whatever, I'm putting 6. Love, Simon.
Yes.
Honestly, is probably number 1.
Really?
Like, I know we're not ranking them.
Yeah.
I have to say that's probably hands down my favorite movie to watch with you. I absolutely love Simon. It is hands down one of my favorite movies to watch in general. It's probably not my ultimate favorite movie because, as we know, Mama's favorite movie of all time is Casablanca. Love Simon. Absolutely obsessed with watching that with you. But the other ones are in no particular order. But Romeo and Michelle, Enola Holmes, Barbie, 10 Things I Hate About You, and Do Revenge.
Okay. I just had to like rewrite the movies just so I remembered them. I do have Romeo and Michelle's High School Reunion, Enola Holmes, and 10 Things I Hate About You. I love them so much. And then I have 5 Feet Apart.
Oh my god!
Because even though we've only watched that like once or twice, it's so good. I watched it whenever you and David go on a date sometimes.
It's such a well-made movie.
And then Everything.
Yes, I love Everything as well.
I also love to watch The Breakfast Club with you, but then that would make 6 movies, but you
No, I do love
movies.
Breakfast Club too. And I love that you love The Breakfast Club.
I love it so much. I feel like my friend Kate represents all of the characters in a way. Like
I could see that, yeah. But I definitely see Kate being a very healthy mixture of Bender, The Basket Case, and Anthony Michael Hall. Like, she's like a very healthy mixture of all 3 of those. I think it's really funny that we were going to list a whole list of really bad movies that are still guilty pleasure watches.
Seriously.
And we ended up both saying that we were having trouble, and we were really only thinking of one. I feel like we both thought of the same one. So I feel like on the count of 3, we should say what it was.
Okay.
And see if we thought of the same one.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Ready? So this is the movie that's so bad, but we would still watch it again because it's so bad it's funny, or so bad that we can't not watch it. Okay?
Uh-huh.
And I still think that we're both thinking of the same movie, but if we're not, it'll be funny. And if we are, it'll be even funnier. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. He's all that. I love that so much. That movie is so bad.
I don't like it. Like, in my opinion, like, I feel like, honestly, no hate to her, but, I mean, some. But I feel like it would have been better without Addison Rae. But at the same time, I feel like she's part of the reason what made the movie a mess. So, like, it's, like, great that she was in it at the same time. Also with Courtney Barker, Kardashian, whatever.
Oh.
Wait, no, not Barker.
I don't even know what to do with that cameo. That was so bizarre.
She was like her assistant.
No, she wasn't.
Yeah, she was.
No, she wasn't. She was like her sponsor.
Oh, yeah.
It was weird. She was like her sponsor for like her influencer deal or whatever. That was a weird thing.
It was.
Like, and I get that they had to modernize it, you know. That movie was a hot mess. I will say about that movie, I can always appreciate a good throwback and a good nod for nostalgia reasons. Having Rachel Lee Cook as her mom, that was... I didn't see that coming, and I liked that. Other than that, it was just a hot mess. But I'd still watch it again. Like,
And,
if we had a girls' night, we could still watch it again, and I'd watch it.
And, what's his name? He's in Scream.
Oh, Matthew Lillard.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, him being the principal.
I was about to say Lizard, but that's not right.
Yeah, Matthew Lillard. I mean, honestly, I'll watch anything with Matthew Lillard in it. I think he's great.
Especially in Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, I think he's fantastic. But other than that, that movie is just... that movie's such a fucking hot mess. But it is really funny. If there's anyone out there who has a teenage daughter that hasn't seen it, or any teenagers out there that haven't seen it, who has a parent that really likes She's All That. Now, if you're looking for a movie that is just really deep and touching and
That's not the
really
movie.
good, this is not the movie for you. But if you're looking for a movie that you and your parent can laugh at and just have a good time and enjoy.
It's when she starts singing for me,
I
mostly.
can't even talk about... Oh.
You've heard her song Obsessed, right?
Yes. You showed that to me, yeah.
The music video is goofy.
That's one word for it. It is cringe. It's cringe. It makes me physically uncomfortable. You at least won't be disappointed with watching He's All That, because that is one goofy ass movie. That movie is so stupidly funny. Like, it did, I will say, did not have any right being as entertaining as it was.
It really did.
It is an entertaining movie, to say the least. Okay, so now that we covered that one, let's talk about our favorite TV shows to watch. I think
Just like by ourselves, or
no, together. These are about
right.
TV shows we like to watch together.
right. I definitely like Stranger Things, like we said.
Yes, Stranger
just-
Things is a much.
Look,
is a much is a must.
Look,
much love.
as much as I hated having to wait like a month for the part 2 of season 4 to come out, it was so much fun coming up with theories. With
No,
you and
I know.
David.
Oh my god,
I enjoyed it
kind of
so
loved
much.
it. I loved the anticipation. I'm not
Same,
gonna
but
lie.
like at the same time, I just wanted it. I just wanted
But
to
that
see
was
it.
I think I loved that whole thing.
Same, because it's like we spent just like June of 2022, like trying to come up with things that could have happened. Like
No,
like
but
what
not only
song
that, but
Eddie
we
was
like
playing and
we
stuff.
like prepared for the entire thing too. Like
we did.
So we have our backyard. Everybody, we have in our backyard we have a gazebo. Or we had a gazebo.
Everybody, we have a backyard.
First of all, bite me. Not everybody has a backyard, you little shit.
I know you.
No, I'm saying in our backyard we had a gazebo. We don't currently, but we will again soon. We had one, but unfortunately a giant fell on it. That's exactly what it looked like. It looked like a fucking giant fell off our roof onto the gazebo and squished it. But anyway, we had an outdoor, kind of like an outdoor movie theater setup type thing. And we still have the projector and the screen, you know, so we'll set that up again this summer. When Stranger Things season 4 came out, we watched the entire season out back in the backyard.
Well, like, yeah.
Which was great.
Yeah, quite literally, except for part 2, because it was so dark.
I know, we had to watch part 2 inside. But we watched the entire first part outside, which was great for one reason, because we got to play it as loud as we wanted. Yes. And we didn't wake up the boys.
Yes, and because it was, like, kind of like summer nights.
Right, and it wasn't too hot yet.
Yes. It was perfect.
So it was great. We had, like, all the tiki torches. And we also had a fan back there, too. Yeah, we had the tiki torches lit, so we didn't get eaten alive by mosquitoes, and it wasn't too hot yet. And we, like, had popcorn every night, and we ordered pizza, and we got, like, those little vintage popcorn holders that we used for your Stranger Things birthday. Yeah. I loved it. We went, man, I even bought us all, like, Stranger Things pajamas and Stranger Things socks. Like, we went all out for that. I loved it. And then after that was over, that whole month of just, I think every single day we had a new theory that we talked about.
Yeah, even when I was with Kiki, me and her were like out, and I was like, we were both like trying to think of things, and like if I had anything, I would like
you
automatically
would text me and David,
y'all.
And we would talk about it.
Yeah.
And then anytime I'd think of a song, I remember at like one of the nights, me, you, and David were sitting in the living room, and we were all.
It was like 2 a.m.
No, I know. We spent hours looking up songs that came out that
in
year.
1986.
That year that it was supposed to be,
and
to try and figure out.
Right.
Yep, you were, to figure out what song he would be playing. You were right. You got it right. And now we're coming up with theories for what's going to happen in season 5. But we're not going to share any of our theories, because that's between our little Hellfire Club.
Yeah.
In here.
And Kiki, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, but what's your favorite season, though? It's season 4, right?
I already said that.
Right.
Because of Eddie.
Mine is season 3.
I know.
Just the vibes.
You say that all the time.
I know. I love it.
Obviously Gilmore Girls, because that is us.
It is. I hate season 4 Rory.
I know you do.
It's like once she gets that shortcut, everything goes downhill.
I know. I don't hate season 4 Rory. I do not agree with the decisions that end of season 4 Rory and beginning of season 5 Rory makes. We do not condone the
cheating.
Sleeping with married men. I don't care. I do not agree with the I had him first scenario. That's not a thing, honey. I like season 5 later Rory. Team Jess. Always Team Jess.
Logan shouldn't.
I don't have a problem with Logan,
I don't have a problem with Logan either, but, like, at the same time, I don't not have a problem with him.
No, I don't think I have a problem with Logan.
You think it's his baby?
It's 100% his baby, because, I mean, I can't say I 100% know it's his baby, but I can say that there are many parallels between Rory's life and Lorelai's life. Speaking to that, Jess would be Rory's Luke.
Yeah.
And Logan would be Rory's Christopher.
Yeah.
So I do 100% believe that Logan is the father of Rory's baby.
True.
But that Rory would end up with Jess if they were to continue the series.
Yeah.
Like, I just think that's how it would be. But also, again, I don't have a problem with Logan, and I do genuinely believe that Logan loves Rory. Just like Christopher was genuinely in love with Lorelai.
Yeah.
He isn't her match.
Yeah.
Jess is. Jess always was.
Yeah. It's like the right person, wrong time thing.
Yeah, and Jess was a turd, and he knows it. He's changed, and he's, better for it. Good for him. And also, I can't even talk about Milo Ventimiglia. Like, excuse me. Anyway, but no, we know that. And then The Office.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously. We were literally just watching that in the living room.
We were.
I have to say, I only love The Office more as you get older.
Same. The amount of jokes I've been starting to get.
Oh my god, now that
Okay, but even, like, with the Superfan episodes that we've been getting to watch, there are so many, like, unhinged scenes.
I have to say, I don't care how inappropriate or weird it sounds. Any parent, mom or dad, whether they have teenage sons or teenage daughters, there is this sweet spot that you get to with your kids where you've already had the talk and they know about sex and they know about the lingo, I guess, and things like that. I gotta tell you, it's my favorite. Oh my God, there is nothing funnier to me than watching a show with you, like The Office.
Yes.
And you getting all of the jokes now.
Yeah.
It's so funny. Oh my God. And rewatching it now and you getting those jokes for the first time, it's my favorite. Y'all, it's such an underrated feeling. There any parents that are too uptight to think that shit is funny, I feel bad for them because it's so funny. It is so funny. Watching an inappropriate show with your kids and just not taking yourself so fucking seriously and just letting yourself have fun with your kids and fucking laugh at that shit. Oh my God, nothing is funnier. You've seen how I am with my mom and dad now when we're, playing Cards Against Humanity or something. That shit is hilarious.
I am so good at that game.
You are, but the funniest part is when you do play certain cards that
I don't know what they mean.
Don't know what they mean yet.
Yeah.
And we pick it and then I'm like, you put that down and you're like, yeah. I'm like, oh my God. And my mom or dad are like, she knows what that means. I'm like, no, I swear she doesn't know what that means yet. I swear it was a fluke.
Okay, Heartstopper. I love Heartstopper. Sadly, one of my friends hates that show, though. But we aren't going to talk about them because they're a disgrace.
No, they're not. They just haven't learned yet. They'll get there. It's fine. They'll get there.
Will they?
Mhm.
Okay. Who's your favorite character? Mine is Elle. I love Elle with all my heart. But I also love Nick, because he's just so perfect.
I think Nick is my favorite. He's such a sweetheart. If anyone hasn't checked out Heartstopper, you should. You will not regret it. It is one of the most genuinely perfect TV shows I've ever seen. Mm-hmm. I think Heartstopper is one of those shows that parents should watch.
Yeah.
More than...
if your kid, in my opinion, if your kid comes out to you for the first time, it should be one of the shows that you watch along with, Love Victor or something, just to,
I don't even think, I don't even think that it should be, yes, if your kid comes out to you and you aren't sure how to handle it or you're struggling with it,
yeah,
I would say watch Heartstopper more than Love Victor. Heartstopper shows more of how the kid struggles with it.
Yeah.
And Love Victor kind of shows more...
how the mom does.
Right.
And the dad.
Love Victor shows how the kid struggles with it, but also how the parents do. But I personally think that when it comes to something like that, the point is how the kid struggles with it.
Yeah.
That's what bothers me about stuff like that is... I'm not saying that it doesn't matter, but as a parent, yeah... It matters that you might be struggling with it a little bit, but does it matter as much as how your kid is probably struggling with it? No.
Yeah.
Do your feelings matter as much as your kids? No. If I were to see a situation where your kid comes out to you and now you're hurting, the fact that you're hurting has now hurt your kid. Am I going to go to comfort you or comfort your kid? I'm going to go comfort your kid because you just failed as a parent.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
You know that video I sent you the other night?
Of the mom?
Yeah, of the Christian mom.
I love that mom so much. She got it right.
She did.
That's it. That's the way to do it. Actually, Nick is not my favorite character. His mom is.
I love his mom so much.
His mom
She's
is,
so
and that is...
sweet and accepting.
Olivia Colman. That's her name. The way she handles it is the way it should be handled.
Yeah.
Heartstopper is one of those TV shows. I'm saying that, sure, if your kid is coming out to you or you think your kid might be part of the LGBTQIA community or has friends that is or might be questioning or anything like that, sure, parents in general should watch it.
Yeah, even if you're not a part of it.
Even if your kid is straight.
Yeah.
I think...
it just, educates you more.
Yeah. I think that anyone could benefit from watching Heartstopper.
Yeah.
Especially Southern Christians. Watch Heartstopper. Maybe your fucking heart will grow 2 more sizes, you fucking Grinches.
Yeah.
I think you could all benefit from watching Heartstopper, frankly.
Mm-hmm.
Genuinely. I love Heartstopper. I think it is such a good fucking show. It's so well made. Ugh. And it's so raw.
Yeah.
And the way that it shows not only how he struggles with that and how Elle struggles and transformations that she goes through and the transformations that what's the lesbian couple's name?
Tara and Darcy.
Tara and Darcy. That's right. I do love Imogene too, though.
Same.
She's on me.
She's our little bisexual queen.
I know, but she really grew on me, and she like.
And then Nick is our bisexual king.
I know, but Imogene she tried so hard.
She really did,
and I felt like she was so lost, and I feel like that actress did such a good job of playing that character that like wanted so hard to be supportive.
Yeah.
That at
and just wanted to be loved too.
Yeah, but that at times she tried so hard to be supportive that it came off as like awkward and slightly condescending when that's not how she meant it. And she had so much to learn. Yeah. And then she did. And she just like...
Yeah, because she's an ally.
But I know, but she like just opened herself up and she was just like, I'm ready to learn, just... Yeah. Pour into me, teach me, and she did, and she's such a sweetheart.
She is.
I just want to give her a hug. I love her so much. That show just does such a good job of showing so many different journeys and so many different perspectives. Yeah. Of everyone. Mm-hmm. Even the straight characters. Like, it's got everyone in there. It's got every perspective you could think of.
I really want there to be like an episode in season 3 or like some like weird spin-off thing of just Elle and her story because in a school where she went from an all-boys school to an all-girls school.
There's a story there for sure.
Yeah, 100%.
I think if they don't do that, they've messed up a little bit. Yeah. That has spin-off written on it. It's screaming
like, obviously
for one. I think all the characters could have their own. Yeah. It kind of reminds me of a book series where you have kind of like
the main story then like the side stories.
Well, it kind of reminds me of like American Girl dolls. No, you know what I'm talking about? Where they each have... Am I thinking of the right one? Yeah. I didn't read those, but you know what I'm talking about?
No, Olivia Rodrigo is in like one, and she was like one of the girls in the movies from the books.
Oh, okay. But no, you know what I'm talking about? Where they each had, like, each character had their own series? Yeah. You would have Heartstopper, you've got, like, Nick and...
I feel like Charlie doesn't need his, though, because Heartstopper's...
No, Heartstopper's Charlie's. That's what I'm saying. Heartstopper would be Charlie and Nick's. Yeah. And then you could have, like, Elle's, you know, and I do feel like Tara and Darcy could have their own, because...
I definitely want Darcy to have her own, too.
They were already having their own relationship before we met them.
Yeah, but at the same time, I feel like Darcy should have her own show because of, like, everything that happened in the last couple episodes of season 2. Yeah. With her parents and everything. It was just so awful. Yeah. So I definitely think she should, too. But it's like we never hear from Elle's side because it's like, yeah, like, when she first went to the all-girls school, it was kind of hard for her to fit in because she went from being a boy to a girl.
Yeah, obviously.
And, like, Tara and Darcy became friends with her.
Well, I think we should cover her entire... I think they should cover her entire transition. Yeah. And, like...
And I love that they got an actual trans
I love her mom.
Yes.
Like, I want them to show... Like, I just think there's so much more that could be covered in like, this entire friend group.
Yeah, hang on. How do you say his name? Let me look it up.
Who?
I feel like we both don't know how to say his name, so that's why I'm not saying it. Tao.
Doesn't Elle say Tao?
No, I think they say Tao.
Well, now I want to look up a scene from Heartstopper.
But I definitely love him, too, and I love their relationship.
But, no, we could go on for hours talking about Heartstopper, honestly.
It's so
but
good.
It's I don't care if it sounds cheesy or not. Heartstopper is one of those shows where I think anyone that watches it and genuinely pays attention
is going to learn so much more.
Is going to be a better person for it. People can benefit greatly from watching a show like Heartstopper.
Mm-hmm. I definitely want to read the books, though, because I haven't yet.
And then Schitt's Creek, of course.
That show is hilarious. I love how you showed it to me expecting me to, like, not think it was funny. Then, like, automatically with, like, the diamond earrings.
I love and see, this goes back to the fact that you've grown. Yeah. And just in the time that I've, like, shown it to you, you know more about sex and sexuality and different love interests and, you know, things like that. And So now what I love is that when I first showed it to you, you thought it was hilarious for obvious reasons because David's hilarious and Alexis is hilarious and the things that they have fights about and the way they fight and their dialogue and Moira, you know, and how she overacts. Like, she is hilarious, you know, and...
The Crow movie.
Oh my God. You know, and then, like, her wigs and the...
I love her wigs.
And, you know, Johnny and everything. Like, it's funny anyway, but I love that it went from being hilarious for that reason and you loving it to, as we've rewatched episodes now...
Yeah.
Now you love it because you get the jokes even more. And you fell in love with David and Patrick.
I did. They are couple goals.
You know, like, and you love how Stevie and David's relationship went from, like,
hating
a hookup. Oh, yeah, hating each other to a hookup to, like, best friends to, like...
Yeah.
And I love that you got so into it that you really kind of dove into who the people were outside of the show and everything like that.
Literally, if I get interested in any show, I'll start, like, trying to, like, learn things about, like, the actors or actresses.
Yep, you get that from me. I do the same thing. That's why my knowledge of old Hollywood is ridiculous. And also why I have a tendency to win trivia nights.
That's so real of you. That one night that you didn't play, though.
I knew all the answers. That's so annoying. I'm still mad about that. What other TV shows?
Never Have I Ever. I love Never Have I Ever. I love Fabiola. She is fabulous.
She is.
But her and, what's her first girlfriend's name? I can't remember, but they had zero chemistry.
Which one was she? Maybe that's why I don't remember.
She was the one with, like, the short pixie cut. I
don't even remember her.
Banks, go away.
Show me a picture.
I'm about to.
Why don't I remember this?
But, like, I watched that show once a week or so. Mm-hmm. Eve. Her. They had no chemistry. Fabiola and Eve had zero chemistry.
What happened to her?
They broke up, remember?
Yeah, but why?
I think it's because of Fabiola and Addison. Because they started liking each other. I think. I can't remember, honestly.
Was Eve controlling?
I think she was a little bit. And, like, also some of her friends were kind of rude because, like, Fabiola's, like, this, like nerdy robotics girl.
I'm remembering that now.
Well, all, like, Eve's other lesbian
I remember
friends
having
were
a
all,
problem
like,
with
we
Eve
need to do
because it was, like,
things.
yeah. I'm remembering having a problem with Eve for other reasons. I feel like it was something like that.
Yeah.
That it was, like, Fabiola wasn't able to be herself.
Yeah. Which is, like, never what you want in a relationship.
I'll typically be upset if someone can't be themselves. I am big on chemistry, though. He's desperate.
Davy and Ben, they're so cute together. I love how it went from enemies to lovers. I always love an enemies to lovers.
Me too, girl. I'm
like,
a sucker for that, I'm not going to lie.
Same.
But don't get it twisted. Make sure you don't confuse loving the enemies to lovers. Don't confuse abuse for chemistry.
No, yeah.
Yeah, be careful about that, because lots of ladies, they do be confusing that, you know. We don't want to be raising a Stockholm Syndrome addict, you know.
What's his name? Paxton.
I like Paxton.
I loved them together. Okay, but, like, when he became a teacher at the school, then they kissed in the closet. That's kind of
weird, yeah. That was a little ick.
Because, like, he was 19, 20.
He's tearing up my door
Binks,
again.
go away.
I did love Never Have I Ever, but I gotta tell you, it wasn't Davy that I was, like, obsessed with. It was her cousin.
I love her cousin. When she starts watching Riverdale and she's like, I understand you, Betty. It makes me laugh so hard.
I already was, like, vibing with her cousin. Like, I was like, I know I'm watching this for Davy, but... I think we were sitting in the living room, we were watching it, and I was like, look, I know Davy's the main character, but, like, I was like, Kamala, my girl. Yeah. I love her. And then it was literally, like, the next scene that she was sitting on the couch.
Yes.
And it showed she was watching Riverdale, and I was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
I was like, she's even watching Riverdale. I should have put Riverdale on the list.
Riverdale
is so...
Archie.
It's so...
Archibald Andrew.
Look, I'm not gonna lie. I hate to say this, but is Riverdale one of the TV shows that's so bad it's good?
Yes. Riverdale is a hot mess.
But it's so good.
Do you remember when
I love it so much.
Do you remember when I was in Mean Girls and
Yeah? You mean like a few months ago? My memory's not that bad, Piper.
It's almost a year ago, Mama.
No, it wasn't.
The show ended in August. But anyways, I'm not going to say his name, but the guy that played Damien, do you remember that one sweater that he was wearing that looked like Jughead would wear it in the 50s? Mm-hmm. One of my friends said it looked exactly like it, and she told me that because she knew I was, like, obsessed with Riverdale. And so she was like, doesn't that look like something Jughead would wear? And, girl, I laughed so hard, I almost peed my pants. That show's just something.
I love it, though.
I love it,
I
too.
love it so much.
I
don't think it's any cornier than the comics.
I love Cheryl and Tony.
I know you do.
They're so cute.
Yeah, I do love them, but I love Betty.
Betty is beautiful.
I love Betty, and I love Lily Reinhart. I think she's perfect.
Betty in the last season, like, I love how they ended the series, but, like, Betty in the last season, she's crazy.
Is she?
Not, like, crazy, but, like, she's just, like, you know?
No?
Oh.
I don't know what you were doing just then. Don't look at me like that.
She's just, like, what's it called? She's, like, obsessed with sex.
She's a teenager.
I know, but that one episode where, like, everyone is, like, having sex with each other.
It's the 50s, and she was extremely stifled.
No, I know.
So, that do be happening.
It was a weird episode, though, because they were, like, in the jungle.
It was very odd.
That one scene, they were, like, in the jungle.
Well, the last season in general was very odd.
It was.
But
it was, like,
I don't even know if I would classify it as so bad it's good.
Yeah.
But I'm not...
I do feel like with certain things you can learn stuff from it.
I did love a lot of the, like, some of the social commentary that it had. I really liked. But I do love that show. I'd rewatch it. If you're going to open the door, you might as well let him in. He's desperate.
Come here, Binks.
Come on, Binks. You might as well come in. Psycho. He's pathetic.
He is.
No, I love Lily Reinhart. I think she's perfect.
Same.
And I love her. I love everything she's in. I love Look Both Ways.
Yes.
That movie is so good. I did not expect that movie to be as good. Seriously, Binks? Stop it! Stop rubbing all on the computer, you turd. I did not expect that movie to be I knew it was going to be good. I just didn't expect it to be, like, as good as it is.
Same. And then there's Cole Sprouse in 5 Feet Apart. I love that movie.
I know you do.
It's so good.
It's so sad.
It is so sad, but it's so good.
It is really good. Movies. What's your faves? Love, Simon goes in the same category for me as Heartstopper. I think anyone should watch it. I think it's incredible acting, incredible writing.
Same.
I think it's a perfect movie. Yeah. I literally would not change a thing about it.
Same.
Not one damn thing. Wouldn't change the casting, wouldn't change the writing, nothing. I think it is a perfect movie.
Same. I was talking to Bronwyn the other day. I say the other day. It was like a week ago after she listened to our last episode. Mm-hmm. And she was like, I heard y'all are talking about movies and stuff. And I was like, we are. And she's like, please tell me you've seen 17 again. And I was like, I love that movie so much. I've only seen it like 3 times, but it's so good.
I've seen it like 7. I love it. I think that Zac Efron does way better job.
I used to think we were going to get married.
Oh my god.
I feel like everyone thought that, though.
I think you're playing it fast and loose with the term everyone. But he does a really good job at playing a young Matthew Perry. Like,
yes.
He's got his mannerisms down really well. Mm-hmm. I do think he's a better actor than people give him credit for.
Yeah.
Romeo and Michelle goes without saying.
Romeo and Michelle is the best. Mm. It might not be the best, but it's the best.
I mean, we are literally a combination of
Gilmore
Girls and Romeo and Michelle.
I feel like I'm Michelle in that scene where they're on the highway and that little kid is making faces at her, so she makes faces back, but then she accidentally makes it at the dad.
Go, no, not you.
Yeah.
No, not you. I was trying to scare your little boy.
Yeah, I feel like that.
Oh my god, are my lips that big?
Yeah, I feel like that's us. Whenever we're like just alone, like no one else is in the car, it's just us.
Yeah.
I feel like that could like 100% happen.
Absolutely.
And then when they're like dancing at the club.
Oh yeah. I think it's hilarious when they're standing there looking at the dance floor and there's like a ton of guys.
And they're like,
on the dance floor and
they're
like, oh my god, it's like empty in here. And they're like, I know, there are like no cute guys here.
Yeah.
Enola Holmes.
Millie Bobby Brown. There was this like time for 2 years where I didn't like her because of the flat earth thing she said, but then like I saw an interview like a year or two ago where she was like, I was dumb then, and like my respect like instantly came back.
You hated her. You were hating Millie Bobby Brown.
I was.
Like, I was actually worried
I don't hate her anymore.
I was worried you were not going to watch season 4.
Oh no, I would never do that.
I know, but you were like, I mean, David and I were genuine. We were like, is she not going to watch season 4 with us? Because every time Millie Bobby Brown came up, you were like, girl, you would go off. And we were like, okay, take it easy,
I don't
Tiger.
hate her anymore. For anyone listening, I don't hate her anymore. I love Millie Bobby Brown so much. She is just...
You, like, wouldn't even say anything. You didn't even have anything. You would just, like, get livid. Can we talk for a second about Natalia Dyer, please? She's a goddess.
She is.
I'm obsessed with her.
Wait, did I ever show you that one picture of, like, the season 5 filming?
Yes.
She's so pretty.
No, I'm obsessed with her.
I love her. I would add her to my list.
Mm-hmm.
But no, Louis Partridge, he's also amazing in that film. And he's also dating Miss Olivia Rodrigo.
Natalia Dyer with a shotgun.
She's not in Enola Holmes.
Is a new fantasy.
She's not in Enola Holmes.
Yeah, well, Millie Bobby Brown is, and Millie Bobby Brown is in Stranger Things with Natalia Dyer, so there you go. You know who else is in Enola Holmes?
Henry Cavill.
Yes, ma'am. So I'm very excited. Is there going to be more Enola Holmeses?
I think so, possibly. They're better. There should be.
With more Henry Cavill?
Your hair is in my mouth, Banks.
He's not even sorry.
He isn't. I think there is because, you know, at the end she, like, had her own, like, shop and stuff. And then, like...
That's right.
Her and Tewksbury got together.
That's right. And she opened an agency with Sherlock.
Yeah.
That's right.
I'm just glad that Mycroft didn't return for Enola Holmes 2. Because he was like, you are my ward.
He's just doing the best he can. He's always had to stick up his rear.
That's no excuse.
Up his hindquarters. I love those movies, though. They're so good.
Same. And, like, they're such, like, a coming-of-age movie.
Yeah. And you know I love me any good movie where the girl's like, oh, I'm supposed to act a certain way? Fuck you.
Yeah. And, like, I'm not, like, the biggest Helena Bonham... Is that how you say her name?
Helena Bonham Carter.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of hers. Like, she's good in Harry Potter and Sweeney Todd. But, like, her in that movie, it's just...
I like her in that movie more than I like her in any other movie.
Willy Wonka. Oh.
More than I like her in any other movie. I feel like...
I've hated her ever since she killed Dobby.
I know.
Whore.
I do feel like we really need to cover Do Revenge.
Maya Hawke.
Yes, I personally
feel
feel like...
She is so gorgeous.
Yes, I feel like Do Revenge has not gotten the recognition that it should.
I know a lot of people that say it's, like, just, like, really cringy and stuff because, like it kind of is, but at the same time, it's so good.
I don't agree. I think it is absolutely fantastic.
It is, and, like, the plot twist, girl. I did not see that coming.
I did not see it coming either. I love it.
Peace.
I love it. And we're not going to talk about the plot twist just for anybody that hasn't seen it. But I can say the amount, I'm going to use a word that you hate people using to describe something. But
moist.
No. God. Ugh. No. The amount of nostalgic throwbacks, the cameos that are in it. Oh my God. The amount of little tidbits from 90s movies, little nods to all of my favorite films.
Like Cruel Intentions?
Yes.
Obviously, I haven't seen that yet, but...
No, yes, not yet. Not yet, honey. Maybe...
Wait, that's the movie about the, like, stepbrother with Sarah Michelle Gellar,
yes.
right?
Yeah, and Reese Witherspoon.
Yeah.
Honestly, maybe this coming fall, we'll see. But yeah, the nods to Cruel Intentions and to several, you know, of the teen flicks that I grew up with. Like, it's just my generation's teen dramas. The amount of nods to those and how well it's done
it also has a great playlist.
is delicious.
Yes.
It's so well done.
Oh, you said delicious!
I did. It's so well done,
No.
Piper. It's so well done. I, of course, was going to watch it with you because it has two of our favorites in it. It's got Maya Hawke and Camila Mendes, and we love them both. Gorgeous, stunning queens that know exactly what the fuck they're doing, and we love them. And it's got Sarah Michelle Gellar. Hello.
She's so pretty.
I love her so much. I will watch anything with her in it. Okay? Mm-hmm. Buffy was everything to me. She literally got me through high school.
That's part of the reason why I want my blonde hair back, because...
I mean, you were literally Buffy for Halloween.
Yeah.
You know? David was Giles.
I ate that up.
Yeah, you did. You ate.
With that one picture.
Y'all are
with
so
you,
cute.
that Doodlebug swears.
She did. She swears that's not the one. But it is. Which is fine. I look really cute in that photo. That movie, if anyone hasn't seen it, I'm telling you, it is so worth it. It's so good. Piper and I have watched it,
We definitely watch it, like, so much over the summer, too.
Yeah. We watched it a lot. And, I mean, I know we started watching it, like, whenever we wanted to have movie nights.
Yeah.
And it got to the point where when we couldn't decide what to watch, we just watched Do Revenge.
Yeah.
Like, we were like, all right, let's just watch Do Revenge. It's fantastic. Oh, my God. You know what's so funny is that, I'm watching This Is Us now. So, I'm like, fucking flying through that shit. I'm already on the last season. You are never going to believe. I was in season, it's either 3 or 4. They do a flashback, and one of Kate's old boyfriends comes into play.
Okay.
Guess who fucking plays him?
Freddie Prinze Jr.
No. Freddie Prinze Jr. is... I just said it was a flashback, which tells you that the person that's playing him is young. And a child. Or, like, is playing, like, a teenager. And you think that it's Freddie Prinze Jr. He looks good, honey, but not that good. No.
Sorry, I thought this is like an old lady having a flashback.
No, it's Kate. The daughter.
I've never seen This Is Us.
It's Mandy Moore's daughter.
Oh.
In the show. Oh my God, no. It's the fucking weasel from Do Revenge. The fucking turd.
Max?
Yes.
No.
And let me just tell you, when he came on the screen, it was like 2 a.m, okay? David's asleep, snoring next to me. I put my headphones on, and I said audibly, okay?
Okay.
I'm surprised I didn't wake up David. He came on the screen, and I went, he bad news already. And I was like, there's no way this motherfucker's playing somebody good. I was like, there's no way. And guess what? He's not. He's an abusive ex. I knew it. The moment it came to light, I was like, I fucking knew it. I knew it. That motherfucker. He only played weasels.
Okay, but I love actors that, like, play, like, awful people.
And they're, like, really sweet and really... I know, me too. That's why we love Alan Rickman.
Yeah.
Loved. R.I.P.
I love how you said R.I.P. and I said RIP. It means the same thing, but still.
Not really.
Yeah, it does.
RIP?
Yeah.
Say R.I.P. Because when you get ripped, you get, like, sloshed. Like, really fucking drunk. And, like, stoned and shit.
Really?
Yes. Look.
There was a kid in class the other day.
I'll show you.
There was a kid in class the other day that said my dad got ripped last night.
Are you serious?
Yes.
What? They said that?
Yeah, that kid has no filter, too.
It's slang. Being under the influence of alcohol or drugs. He said that?
Yes.
He said his dad got ripped. Did he mean he was, like, working out?
Like he ripped his pants? No.
Because it can also mean, like, getting really muscular.
Oh, maybe.
Okay. Anyway, say R.I.P., please.
R.I.P.
We're referring to Alan Rickman. Thank you.
Everyone else rip.
No, we won't spoil the plot for you, but it's just, it's fantastic.
It is.
That movie is so good. As if we didn't already love both Maya Hawke and Camila Mendes separately.
Yeah.
Their chemistry together is
perfect.
It's perfect. It's amazing.
That one interview where they did ASMR.
Oh my God. It's the only ASMR I'll watch because I hate that shit.
Yeah.
But it's funny. Especially the part where Maya's like...
With the mushrooms?
No, when Maya goes, what's the weirdest noise you can make with your mouth?
Yeah.
there's so many levels to the love that I have for that team up.
Go
because not
away.
only do we love them individually, but now their chemistry together is fantastic. But it's also, it's Maya Hawke from Stranger Things.
Yes.
And Camila Mendes from Riverdale.
Yes.
And then it's them together.
I know.
And we just love it. Like, it's literally two of our favorite TV shows, two of our favorite actresses coming together with one of my favorite actresses from my favorite TV show growing up together in a happy merge of 90s flicks. Like,
yes, and it has the perfect hint for me of LGBTQ.
yes, we love it. I love it. And it's not over. I don't think it's overdone. I don't think it's too cringe.
Yeah.
I think it's perfect.
Yeah.
And the dialogue is hilarious. So, to recap, I know that people aren't going to watch everything we say to watch, but hands down, I'd say, if nothing else, Heartstopper, Do Revenge. What would you say?
I definitely say Heartstopper, Stranger Things, if you haven't. And Never Have I Ever.
I agree.
And definitely Love, Simon.
Yeah, I agree. We appreciate anyone who stuck around this long to listen to us ramble about our favorite TV shows and favorite movies, and anyone who cares enough about our opinion to listen.
What is...
Don't we?
We do, 100%.
We love you guys for sticking around. On next week's episode, tune in to hear some weird and very intrusive questions that I'm going to ask Piper, and she has to answer them no matter how weird they are.
What does intrusive mean?
Like, all up in your business. You said you'd answer them.
I know.
I knew.
I know.
Thanks so much for tuning in. Please feel free to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok so you never miss an episode.
Goodbye, our little gardening tools.
Why are you so weird?
You told me to stop calling them hoes.
Oh my god.
See you next Friday. Bye-bye.